City is going to do the video today instead of me. She's going to tell you all about Meghan Markle. Right, City? I'm just kidding. It's just me. Well, hello, beautiful people. Okay? Harry abandoned a kingdom. He abandoned his privileges that we can't even imagine. He abandoned his entire family. But not only did he abandon his family, he trashed them on the way out and still trashing them, just to please the likes of an ultra D-lister with very little of very forgettable accomplishments, if you want to call it that. A D-lister who has never owned a home, owned a car, nothing. He moved over there. He moved to a completely different continent. And he has done what she's asked of him in the hopes that he will have a happy life. Regardless of who he trashed, what bridges he burnt. He bought her a mansion. Gave her the keys, if you'd like to call it like that, gave her the keys to adore the Hollywood A-list Rolodex. But of course, just because she's now leveraging, this D-lister is leveraging her husband's royal status to try to improve herself. Now she goes, when he's at the bottom of it all, thanks to her, because she's manipulated Harry into thinking he's making the decisions. That is what gaslighters do. I've lived through it. I have lived through it. I will do a video about what I went through. Don't worry about it. I have lived through it. And they take you, they corner you into situations that you think it's your own doing, because you're not aware that they're manipulating the entire environment one is in. So Harry, who's an idiot with very low IQ, sorry, I have to take has now found himself in the other side of the coin, being ghosted by Meghan Markle. He was cocky and arrogant, thinking that he, a prince of the realm, she would not dare do that to him. Didn't she? Yeah, let's dig into this right now, because Harry is in for a rude awakening with Meghan Markle. Yes, he is. So here we go. As you can see, these are the holes. We managed to put these together. So that's the toilet over there. Those are missing. We have some over there that are missing. We just had these pieces of wood here to hold them. Now we're trying to get more student chairs, as you can see. Hola, mi amor, conchita linda. No, see, here we go. So we need all of that, but it's mostly the roof. Again. Here we are working to get some stuff done because it's Friday afternoon. So we're working to get food and repair there. It's Mother's Day here in Nicaragua, May 30th. Materiales de limpieza. Cleaning supplies, yes. I posted that little clip of the school. I took it yesterday because many of you have asked me to show it to you, to show that it's real. So there it is. So let's start from the beginning with this. And I'd like to start with a statement that Prince Harry said in a radio show about Meghan Markle before he married her. He said that the royal family was fantastic. They were like the family Meghan Markle's never had. And it's what started the whole mess with the Markle family. Rightly so. Now, if we're being fair, it's not the first time that she had said that. Because Mr. Markle has said that during her first or second wedding, whoever you want to believe, to Trevor Engelson also, and during his speech after they got married, said that Meghan Markle finally also had the family she never had. So we know that Meghan Markle has been pitching this little tale around for a while. Okay? So let's get that out of the way. But it started with that for the Markle family. And then they go, wait a minute, what the hell is this ginger wanker talking about? I would be too. Okay? So, and Harry felt like this big macho man defending poor little Meghan. I'm only 5'6". The supermodel is only 5'6". I mean, it's not, yeah. Ay, Dios mío, you know, sometimes you really have to shake your head and say, what are they doing? So anyway, so Harry now, so then he starts and moves on to Meghan Markle, thinking that he's found the love of his life. This is the woman. He owes everything to her. Keep in mind that little sentence. He owes everything he has right now to her. Let's analyze what he has right now. He has no family, no privileges. He's pretty much gonna, he's in the wings of heaven with the titles, because if he loses them, that's it for him too. He's gonna be left with no children, if there are any, because there's no way those kids are ever leaving California. Those are Meghan Markle's meal tickets and permanent link to the royal family. Because even when she divorces Harry, she's not guaranteed to get the use of the royal title. I want to stress this very much to all of my listeners here, those who are American, that Meghan Markle has never been given a title. It's her husband. And it's up to the monarch, because these are honorary titles, royal titles. It's up to the monarch to decide whether the ex-wives get to use or continue using the husband's royal title. Okay? It's completely up to the monarch. So Harry, he has lost his family. He has lost the respect of everybody. But Harry has one thing going for him, that people believe it's all Meghan Markle's fault. Rightly so. Rightly so. I don't mean to toot my own horn, but I wasn't stupid like he is. I have a little bit of IQ, so I knew what my ex-husband was doing. Once I caught up with him, because things were like, oh, this is not right. I know I didn't do this. I know, because, it's incredible. They make you think that you've done these things or said these things that you've never done. You literally feel you're going insane. So I need more coffee. So we have Harry feeling powerful, feeling like he's the solution to all of this poor damsel in distress, Meghan Markle. But at the same time, it's a big contradiction, because he wants to portray Meghan as a damsel in distress, while at the same time saying that she's this kick-ass feminist who's capable of anything. Oh, yeah, I swear to God. Yeah, he said that she's capable of anything. So you can't have it both ways. She can't be this big, powerful, millionaire, kick-ass A-lister from Hollywood who's capable of anything, to being this damsel in distress. Okay? But he feels powerful.
he feels, that he's buying Meghan Markle's Kool-Aid. Oh, everything is terrible. They're all terrible. And you see, and what he doesn't see is because he only sees the reaction of Meghan Markle's relatives. He only sees the letter that Thomas Markle wrote, her father's plea, Samantha Markle, it's but he doesn't see what's causing that reaction. Because Meghan Markle is like this nasty nanny who pinches the child just so people, who secretly is pinching the child so people can publicly see the child cry. And people think, oh my God, what a brat that kid is. ¿Qué tenés, Didi? I got to stop the sitting. It's not well. Just 1 second. I think the antibiotic is really strong for her, but I have no choice and give it to her. It's 21 days of antibiotic and that thing for the liver, I think. But I have to give it to her. Sorry about that. Anyways, so now we're seeing the same thing with Harry. People like Paris Hilton, who I love, said, oh, Harry's the one in charge of security. He's the one controlling that. Meghan is the obedient wife. But Paris, and I'm sure many of us, none of us, only the security people. And I got to tell you, I don't trust the security people. By the way, I'm sorry I'm not wearing makeup, but I did put lip gloss on. We're not seeing what Meghan Markle is doing to exacerbate Harry's already terrible paranoia. We're not privy to that. But we see his reactions, his very public reaction in that cab. He was probably wondering, what the hell happened to me? What am I doing across the continent in a New York cab with these two idiot D-listers? But that is, and you know what the sad part is? That he believes it was his decision to make. Because that's what narcissists, gaslighters do. They lead you to think that it's you making the decisions, not knowing that you're making those horrible decisions based on the situations created around you, manufactured around you. That's what Harry's doing. And everybody, people like Paris Hilton and some other people, and even me, I do, because I caught on with my ex-husband pretty quickly. But Harry, who's thick as a plank, arrogant, entitled, and who has always had his affairs handled by everybody, and who was always protected by Buckingham Palace, has never had that. He's not that clever. He does not have the tools to face a grifter of Meghan Markle's low caliber. Because you see, Meghan will sink low. She'll hit below the belt over and over and over. So now, Prince Harry finds himself in this situation. And guess what? He has been ghosted by the likes. Can you imagine Meghan Markle saying that she had the luxury of ghosting a prince? And not just any prince, a prince of the United Kingdom, the most popular and well-known royal family in the world. So this ultra D-list gaslighter, below average intelligence D-lister can now say that she ghosted the hell out of that guy because he was harassing her, because he was not good enough. So now Harry is on the receiving end of Meghan Markle's ghosting. And unfortunately, Meghan Markle is going to enroll her little D-listers. And those D-listers are not, are not above hitting below the waist. I don't think Oprah is going to interview her when they get divorced. I think Oprah is going to interview Harry, because that's the thing that I was telling you at the beginning, guys. Remember that sentence? Remember that sentence I told you? Hollywood loves royalty, and they like Prince Harry. And they all blame Meghan Markle for what's happened. So they're willing to forgive him, but not her. So in order, send City some love so she doesn't feel sad, guys. She's not annoying. I think she's not feeling well. So anyways, so now Harry has, I don't know if you've noticed, but people like Paris Hilton, who are very well known in the United States, even if you don't know him, he's saying that Harry is the one making the decisions. He's the one calling the shots. That Meghan is the obedient wife. When has this woman been an obedient wife? She cuts him off. She walks in front of him. She doesn't let him talk anywhere. If she were the obedient wife, she would still be in England. If she were the obedient wife, she would still be in England doing her duty as a royal, as a person married to a royal. Clearly, she's not the obedient wife. Harry is the obedient husband because he abandoned everything to go and be with her. So I push back to Paris Hilton like that. But the point is that the narrative is out there. Now Meghan Markle is putting out, because this is Meghan Markle, that Harry's playing video games all night, that he's a drug addict, that he doesn't work, that he's not home because he has 2 hotels that he's renting out, in spite of the fact that he has a 14-bedroom mansion with 16 bathrooms. You're telling me that he can't hide in one of those? I mean, how bad is Meghan Markle that he has to flee? That huge house is not enough space. One of those bedrooms, in one of those 14 bedrooms, to hide in one of those 14 bedrooms is not enough space. How bad is she? So the narrative is out that he's a paranoid freak, that he's the one doing all these things, that he's suing everybody, making it impossible for Meghan Markle. That Meghan Markle is, she feels slighted, that everything is ruined. That we're seeing all of those headlines and all those little things coming out, as well as Harry misses his home. City. 1 second. So let's explore a little bit. Once Harry said that the royal family was like the family Meghan Markle never had, Meghan Markle has made sure that Harry also is now completely alienated from that family, so that Harry now no longer has a family. So if the royal family was the family Meghan Markle has never had, and she's treating them this way. Now let's start with something, and let's look at the long list of ghosted people that were dear, supposedly, to Meghan Markle. Let's start with Nenake Pretty. She was her best friend from childhood. I mean, we're not talking that they kind of knew each other. They were best friends from high school. She went to her home a lot. She knows. I mean, they were complete best friends, right? Ghosted. Trevor Engelson, a man she lived with him for 10 years. Ghosted in the worst possible way. A man who did a lot for her, given that she had very little talent and nothing to offer to the Hollywood community. Right, Siri? Right, mi amor? So, ghosted. Other friends ghost. I'm not going to include Piers Morgan here because he was never a dear friend or family member. Samantha Markle, Thomas Markle, yes. As adults, you have family members. I've said this before. You've had family members that, you may not see, you were once close with. And I mean, not close, but you were sharing a room or a home for a long period of time. And then, everybody moves out. It doesn't mean that they don't exist. Yet, in Meghan Markle's mind, they don't. Her message is, I wish I had siblings, and this is why I want to give Archie a sibling. And this is not I didn't think, even though I had siblings, I was not close to them. That would have been a more accurate and a true statement. But when somebody says, I wish I'd had siblings, and this is why I'm giving my child, my only child, a sibling, there's no misinterpretation or ambiguity or anything like that. So Meghan Markle not only ghosted her brother and sister, but she also is on a complete mission to trash them, defame them, make sure that the world knows and treats them the way she thinks about them, like nothing. Okay? To the point that it has endangered Samantha Markle's life. She has set the dogs on Samantha Markle. And most of all, her own father. Her own father, who up till the age of 36 was the love of her life, was the man that was the kind of father all women should have. Because he was so great, so supportive. I mean, and that UN, whatever it is that she gave, she could not have more praises for her father. Every interview, she could not have more praises for her father. And yet, this woman is now putting out articles saying that Archie's starting to ask about Grandpa, but not her father, Grandpa King. A man who, by all standards, she considers a white supremacist because, you know, he's from the whitest family who were so racist to her that she had to leave the royal family. But not only leave the royal family, leave the continent to feel safe. And Harry went along with that. So, I don't know what I have here. Oh, it's the microphone. So anyways, so now Harry is on the receiving end of a brutal ghosting. Now Harry is going to know what it feels like to have Meghan Markle's dogs set on him. Because this woman knows that Hollywood, that Harry still elicits some sympathy and that people are willing to let him back in by pretending that he's an idiot who didn't know any better. Whereas she's perceived as a malicious, vindictive, opportunist, climber, narcissist who's willing to do anything and who has separated a man from his family and everything he knows. So she knows she's going to have a hard ride with that. So she is trashing Harry. Harry has been ghosted. He's no longer living in the house. And it's an irony that he gave this woman everything and she threw it all away. And I'm saying that Meghan Markle threw it all away because with an opportunity like that, this woman should be riding high in the sky. But no, because Meghan Markle has shown what she has done with the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity she got from Harry and the royal family. She's thrown it all away. She's turned it to shit. She really has. We have seen what a very dumb, D-list narcissist can do when she's handed the world. She threw it all away. And Harry chose that thing to everything he had. Family, love, friends, privileges, a respected position. He threw it all away for that. Now we're seeing articles that, oh, Harry, I saw the article on Hello today. Harry with Lilibet. It's all about Lilibet. How about Archie? Why were there no pictures of Archie prior to his birthday or even during his birthday? No articles about Archie. So what do you think it's going to happen to Harry next? Do you think the royal family is going to help him out? Or do you think not? Do you think that Hollywood is going to help Harry more than the royal family? Do you think that Meghan will succeed in destroying his reputation? How do you think he's feeling right now that he's ghosted? How do you think he's feeling now that the truth is dawning on him about the enormity of his poor choices. Please tell me, because he has been ghosted. His ginger ass has been ghosted.